please stop doing this with your Quest 2. So in today's video, I'm going through the biggest and most cringeworthy mistakes that I see from both new and old Quest 2 users. I have plenty of other videos highlighting specific things that you should not do with your Quest 2, yet clearly by some of these mind-blowing mistakes on this list that I've seen with my own eyes from Quest 2 users, these past videos didn't set the bar low enough. I'll be ranking each mistake on my cringe meter, 1 being the least cringy and 10 being as cringy as some entitled British kid making a video about cringeworthy mistakes like he's somehow better than everyone. Like, what the f is wrong with that, dude? Also, if you've seen my last 3 videos, you'll know that I probably have another Synthritis key to give away to you guys, but today is different as I won't be giving anything. It's like, you honestly think that Synthritis didn't send me extra keys because they're fucking awesome? You want to win yourself an Oculus key for the amazing rhythm game Synthritis? Drop a comment down below on the biggest cringeworthy mistake that you see other users making, as well as having liked and subscribed, as I'll be picking people from my subscribers list. Okay, so first up on this list is, please do not buy a link cable if your PC is dog. It seems obvious, right? Well, according to the messages that I get sent daily on my Twitch, Discord, Instagram, Twitter from Quest 2 users about why their link cable no worky, clearly some people actually think that their 10-year-old laptop running Windows 7 and an Intel Core i5 is going to run PCVR just fine. And to those of you who think I'm making this up for clickbait, one, honestly a pretty fair assumption. I mean, I look like the sort of TikToking red arrow using YouTuber that would do that, but no, as I went back and forth in my Discord's help section trying to figure out why a user's link cable wasn't working, only for them to eventually send me this image of an older than your mother Dell laptop running Windows 7 and Intel Core i5. So if this isn't blatantly clear, this will not run PCVR. So please, if you're planning on using a link cable with your Quest 2, make sure you're running a PC that meets Oculus's specifications by having an Intel i5 4590 or an AMD Ryzen 5 1500X or greater, and at least a GTX 970. And if you don't know what any of that means, probably a sign you really shouldn't be trying to use a link cable with your PC. You also need 8 gigs of RAM, Windows 10, and obviously a USB or USB-C port depending on the cable used. This mistake gets a 10 out of 10 on the cringe meter, starting the video off hot. Now, while on the topic of using a link cable, since the release of Airlink, a lot of Quest users online have been quick to assume that Airlink is completely flawless and no one should buy a link cable ever again. This is one I've seen surround Quest 2 advice online, as I've seen many Quest users tell new users to just use Airlink, lol, or no one uses the link cable anymore. I've even seen people make fun of other users for using a cable instead of Airlink. Look, Airlink is great, and it's a great step forward for wireless VR. If you have good enough Wi-Fi to properly use it, and even if you do, you still can't quite reach the level of quality or low level of latency that an actual cable can provide. This isn't to say Airlink is bad at all. It's definitely great for many single player experiences, as I'm sure will continue to get better and better as it's currently in beta right now. But right now, I would suggest for most average users with average internet, especially if you play a lot of accuracy focused games like Beat Saber, just get an actual cable. I personally suggest any of the link cables from Kiwi on Amazon that will run you around $20 to $30. And to those of you making fun of people who use link cables or telling people to just use Airlink, I don't think you've ever actually tried it. Airlink still has a ways to go for now. Just right now, it's not the end all perfect solution for every single user that many in the Quest community seem to be making it out to be. This gets a 6 out of 10. Next up on this list is, please do not use the rear straps as your primary way of securing the headset. This is one I'm genuinely asked about almost every day from users experiencing the infamous VR face. If you're experiencing pain around your cheeks or a strong red outline after using your Quest 2, it's almost always due to being overly reliant on the rear straps. The top strap is the main strap for the Quest 2, and this is by far the most important one on the headset, as it's meant to hold most, if not all, of the weight of the entire headset. If you have your Quest 2 adjusted properly, you should be able to completely loosen the rear straps and just let the headset hang on your head from the top strap alone and have it be level. The rear straps are just supposed to prevent the Quest 2 from wobbling for the most part and just securing it to your face generally, not taking the entire weight of the headset by forcibly taping it to your face. I give this mistake a solid 7 out of 10 on the cringe meter, as no matter how much I highlight this in past videos, people still annoy me and complain about VR face on my social accounts. Also, next up is kind of a quick honorable mention, that is, stop assuming that if you're 13 you're going to be banned out of thin air. It's for anyone below the age of 13 that breaches Facebook's TOS. If you're at least 13 years of age, you ain't got shit to worry about besides homework, making TikToks, I don't know what kids do nowadays, Fortnite flossing. I give this a Fortnite season 69 out of 10 on the cringe meter. Next up on this list is, please stop touching the cameras. Please stop holding it like this or touching the cameras with your gross ass greasy fingers. Even a smudge on one camera can throw off the Quest 2's tracking completely. So much so that one of the most common things that it can cause is misplacing your play space and is unable to properly predict when you're getting close to an object. I know this because I've sucker punched my hand into a wall because of this bullshit. It also obviously screws with your controller's tracking as well. If you've already smudged up the cameras, get yourself a microfiber cloth and just clean them up. This gets a solid 5 out of 10 on the cringe meter. Next up on this list is please do not use your gamer name / online name / whatever as a real name in the account creation. This is how unfortunately accounts end up getting banned. As much as I dislike Facebook's privacy invasions, this is one you're just gonna have to bite the bullet on and play ball with, as using a fake / online name instead of your real name is a bannable offense. The same goes for faking your date of birth. Using XX_coolkid420_TTV2 viewers as a real name in the account creation gets a 5 out of 10 on the cringe meter. Next up is please do not let the Quest 2 overheat. This seems like an obvious one, but actually has pretty serious consequences. Even if you're playing intensive games that were meant to be played on the Quest 2, letting it heat up causes the lithium-ion battery pack, which if put under heat can decrease their lifespan. Those of you who have recently gotten a Quest 2 might not know why so many people complain about the battery life, as out of the box it's not terrible. But to anyone who's used this thing for even just a couple of months like myself, will know how much the Quest 2's battery can degrade in this time, at least if you're playing any visually intensive games that put the headset under any stress, as this creates overheating, which in turn puts stress on the battery pack. In the couple or so months that I've had this Quest 2 here, I've seen the battery degrade rapidly to the point of where I feel like I'm charging this thing way more than I'm playing with it. So just don't let the Quest 2 overheat. Take breaks for both yourself and the headset's health. Letting your Quest 2 overheat gets a 7 out of 10 on the cringe meter due to its dire consequences. Do I sound so British when I say dire? Dire consequences. Oh, fucking dire consequences. Fucking British, innit? I'm gonna get like 50 hate comments from British people now. I'm fucking British. When I make British jokes, it's okay. Next up on this list is please do not buy the Elite Strap yet. The Elite Strap is Oculus's own solution to the headache-inducing default strap and would be one of the best head strap alternatives out right now if it didn't break unexpectedly after a few months of use. The Elite Strap seems to always break in the same specific spots along the side even to this day. This is an issue Oculus have been aware of for a good while now, yet it's unclear if this has been officially fixed on the production line, as this is kind of a weird issue, as even when putting the strap under stress, it doesn't seem to break until months and months after. It's a weird material issue that's difficult to pin down, as the Elite Strap doesn't seem initially fragile to anyone who's playing around with it. And even if it has been fixed on the production line, a good chunk of the Elite Straps available to buy right now are likely still the older batches that still have this fault. So for right now, until we have some clearer confirmation from Oculus or see reports of Elite Straps breaking stop, I'd suggest for now getting a $20 to $30 replacement strap for the time being. Due to Oculus's lack of transparency, this mistake gets a 4 out of 10 on the cringe meter. And finally on this list is to parents. Please stop giving the Quest 2 to underage kids that clearly shouldn't be left online unsupervised. The influx of young users bombarding games like EchoVR, Rec Room, VR Chat, and many others pretty insane. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a kid and wanting to play online. I mean, I'm 18. I was one of these kids not that long ago at all, and still kind of am. But the amount of young users intentionally trying to give players that are prone to epileptic fits due to rapidly spamming items in front of the users' faces is unbelievable and incredibly irresponsible. This is worst in games like EchoVR, where younger users wait in the spawn area for new users to load in only to spam items in their face, or literally intentionally scream into other players' ears. This can be a terrible experience for one, anyone that has epilepsy, or even if you don't have any sort of medical condition that could make this situation worse. If you're new to VR and this is what you're greeted with, one, is a terrible representation of the community, and two, is going to make you motion sick as hell. No one should have this inflicted upon them, even if it be to the players doing this some light, funny trolling. This can actually harm people and make people in real life physically feel unwell or worse. This can just be solved by muting these players or blocking them completely. But this usually takes a few menu pages and profile selections before being able to do this, and definitely something that a brand new user won't be able to quickly figure out and do. And comboed with the sheer number of players that do this in the first place, it very quickly becomes unavoidable even for me. So please, if you're one of these players or the parents of one of these players, not only can it get the player permanently banned and brick their Quest 2, but it's also common human decency. Respect other players and don't be an obnoxious asshole. And if you really think about it, I've basically just hijacked this entire video into making a love each other statement. statement. Together, let's make the VR community as welcoming and friendly as humanly possible by hitting that fucking subscribe button, bitches. Anyway, if you want to win yourself that $10 key, just drop a comment down below on what the biggest cringeworthy mistake that you see other users making, as well as having liked and subscribed, as I'll be picking users from my subscribers list. Or just like the video because you enjoyed my limp dick attempt at a YouTube video. And the winner from the last video's giveaway is Blade VR. I'll be contacting you through the reply to that comment and your channel discussion page, so make sure to reply to me through either of those avenues. Anyway, if you got to this point in the video, I really do appreciate it. I say it every video, but you're the true MVP. I love you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And you keep these videos recommended, so thank you so freaking much. You are literally the ones that are responsible for this channel's growth, so thank you. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye-bye. For those of you that haven't already, you really should like join my Twitch or my Discord or my Twitter or my Instagram, because I do stuff on all of those different platforms, and you can have direct contact with me if you want to ask me questions and stuff. At least in the Discord and the Twitch, I can respond to you almost instantaneously through both of those methods. So if you need any VR help, my Discord and my Twitch are the two main places to contact me. And if you want to just see what I'm doing in my day-to-day life and doing dumb VR Instagram and Twitter is where that's at. So anyway, I'm gonna peace out because I gotta work on this video, and the amount of work that this is going to take is starting to crush my fucking soul. So I gotta get out of here so I can get to work on that. Otherwise, I'm gonna go insane. Peace. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.